Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory going to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash, double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone salutation to all you occupants out there pushing this truth with all honesty and sincerity by way of the highways and byways, going out on the streets, teaching and preaching. All right, and also by way of the internet. Shalom to you very few sisters that's out there listening and learning. To you, I say shalom as well. It's your brother Nayab, and I'm back with another news update. It was a lot of videos I wasn't able to save. It was a lot, actually, probably like half of the videos. I can't even remember even one of them right now, but it's cool. We about to go ahead and get into this. The fuck is that? We gotta go ahead and get into this. It's for fair use, and for educational purposes only. Again, for fair use, and educational purposes only. This is not for any kinds of monetary gain. All right, some wild shit though. So it's from yesterday and today.
Breaking, over $1.1 trillion were wiped out of the stock market today. And guys, what people don't understand is we are moving into a new age. Now, I know we've seen things like this before. Some folks are just going to think that this is another market correction. But if you have eyes to see, and if you've been keeping track with how often, how frequent this sort of thing takes place. Now, this is happening because of Trump's tariff news. But guys, what folks don't understand is we're moving into a technological, digital, artificial intelligence driven age. You think it's a coincidence that the Genius Act got passed and now we're seeing things happen within the economic structure. It is not a coincidence. What people are going to realize is that everything's going to become digital. We're all going to become linked together to this blockchain where every single transaction will be able to be monitored. You're seeing all this inconsistency and this uncertainty with the current system because they're trying to let you know we got to get rid of it. They're going to get rid of it. The Bible even tells us about this in Revelation 17 and 18. Things will be changed. In the Bible, in Revelation, it's not written chronologically. So when you read Revelation 17 and 18, understand that happens before the events of Revelation 13. With that said, I hope
Jake just be talking shit. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me see something because I wasn't even paying attention to what bro just said.
Revelation 17 and 18.
2 seconds. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. But I figure I'll show you that. Yeah, that man's completely out of it. Look at him. But anyway, let's go on to the next video. Just had to fact check what the fuck he just said.
He was just born last week, but Thaddeus Daniel Pierce is being celebrated as the world's oldest baby. His embryo was created in 1994 through IVF.
That is incredible. 62-year-old Linda Archard donated the embryo that she made with her ex-husband that had been left in storage for decades. She had faced a decision on what to do with those embryos and found an agency that would let her select a couple to donate to. She found the Pierces of Ohio, and now Mom, Lindsay, and baby are happy and healthy.
Scientists are stunned and very happy that this worked. They say that it shows that eggs that have been frozen properly can still remain healthy for decades.
The fact that somebody who wanted to have a baby but couldn't now has one thanks to a frozen embryo that was frozen 30 years ago, that is remarkable.
Okay, put this in perspective. The Pierces have been trying for a baby for 7 years, and the new mom and dad were only 5 years old when the baby's embryo was frozen. That is so cool. Technology, and obviously all the science had to work here, and it did.
All the science shows I watched as a kid that you're like, that's far-fetched. Now it's real. But
That shit is wicked.
So the connection between chemtrails and 5G. So it's significantly more transmitters in close proximity to a human, and it is also a sophisticated, illegal, unlawful transmitter. What I mean by that is it is a high-gain dielectric lens antenna, and what that allows 5G transmitters to do is to 3D map its environment in your home. The 868 megahertz frequency is specific for battlefield interrogation systems, so sub-gigahertz. It allows the signal to travel through concrete brickwork with ease, and it can actually data gather into target acquiring system. Phased array is basically radar off the battlefield. It is extremely good at identifying targets and being able to lock onto targets. And not only that, it can specifically target you as an individual. So any judge sitting on an interesting case, let's say, any lawyer, any barrister, anybody doing any work that is potentially controversial, your life could be at threat.
Well, the Trump administration wants to make it easier to transfer medical records to a new doctor. The proposed program would allow Americans to share their personal data on apps run by private tech companies like Google, Amazon, and Apple. But there are concerns about how that health information could be shared.
So healthcare systems, doctors, we're regulated very tightly in how we use your health information. But if that information leaves and goes to an app that is not regulated in the same way, a lot of apps make money, most of them make money by selling data. Secondly, could your information be misused? What if they gave your information to the IRS or the DEA or ATF? So there's some real concerns about that.
Well, the Trump administration says its unified database would offer providers a fuller picture of your health. The program could start as early as next year.
Did you hear what Russia just did to Ukraine? Russia just lit up Kiev, and it is wild. And this might be the start of something massive. And I'm not exaggerating here when I say the entire capital is under fire. Russia just launched a massive wave of ballistic missiles and drones. Buildings are on fire. Civilians are trapped. The air raid sirens are still echoing throughout the city. But this isn't a random attack. We knew it was happening. We knew it was being planned. And just days ago, Ukraine stunned the world by striking deep into Russian territory themselves, wiping out 41 of Russia's military bombers and bombing a bridge, a massive strategic strike that links Russia to Crimea. Now, Putin's not just angry. The dude is retaliating on a whole nother level. Fast, brutal, and public. Kiev's mayor is now telling people to stay underground. Whole districts are in flames. It is bad. And that's not just war. What's going on is escalation. And I want to know what you think about this. Is this Russia?
Elon Musk just helped a paralyzed woman write her own name for the first time in 20 years. Audrey Cruz has spent the past 20 years of her life fully paralyzed, following a devastating car accident she was involved in when she was just 16 years old. Audrey is the first woman to ever have the Neuralink surgically attached to her brain. This gives her the ability to control a computer with her mind, which is how she's able to write and draw in a world first for Musk's Neuralink.
Breaking news, Donald Trump just announced starting September 1st, gas prices will go up to $10 a gallon across the whole United States, across the whole country. All I got is $5.
У нас произведен
It's fucked up out here, man.
первый серийный комплекс орешника. Первая серийная ракета. Да. И она поступила в войска. Теперь серия заработала. Первое. Второе. Наши специалисты, и белорусские военные специалисты, и российские, выбрали место для будущих позиций. И сейчас идет работа по подготовке этих позиций. Так что, скорее всего, мы до конца года этот вопрос закроем.
Now, if you're not going to ban TikTok, why not get a former IDF soldier to serve as the top censor for the platform? Fantastic. So TikTok's new hire is a woman by the name of Erica Mindell, and after serving in the IDF, she worked in the Biden White House, because of course she did. According to Jewish Insider, the streaming platform enlisted Erica Mindell, a former State Department contractor who worked for Ambassador Deborah Lipstadt, the Biden administration's special envoy to monitor and combat anti-Semitism, to join TikTok's global public policy and government.
You know what that means? That means that the people that be teaching and preaching and stuff like that, and just like the Christians and Muslims and all that, it's about to be hella censorship on that. Okay? It's about to be censorship. That's what they doing. You see? They put a fucking rat, and a rat woman. All right? They put a female rat over TikTok. You know shit about to go crazy. People about to be mad as fuck that their content not going out. Mark my words. A lot of people ain't gonna be able to be saying the shit they saying.
Affairs team.
Oh my gosh. So this scientist from NASA said that they did some image in outer space about these upcoming aliens, these aliens coming to our planet Earth in November. And he said, because someone asked him, what do they look like? And he said they look 7 feet, they're tall, and that they're African American species. What? Oh my god, what? I mean, my type of guy, tall, African American, shoot. My soulmate is on that ship. Bring him, please, hurry.
You know, it's crazy. She making it seem like a joke and shit. But in a way, she's low-key right. Because the minute of the Lord, all right, is coming. All right. She talking about her soulmate is on that ship. Never know. But they come in here to do business, so Lord willing, she gets scooped up, I just figure I'll show this as well because, this article is real. It said it was some tall, they talking about 6-7 foot. No, I can even tell you that I seen people, I'm just saying, I seen probably 8-9 feet. I don't know about, I seen what I've seen. 7 feet, I don't think that's nothing compared to 8-9 feet that I seen, from what I've seen. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, if you was to go look up the article or whatever, this was published a minute ago, but yeah, it's true. And confessions, Esau confessions.
I like, long walks on the beach. I love hiking, I can cook, I can bake,
That's crazy. That's crazy. She playing, but she don't even know. She talking about walks on the beach. You know? Let me go on to the next video, man.
People going to Lollapalooza may have been given a new device that detects fentanyl. Our Marissa Sulik shows us how it works and why it's needed. Doctors at Rush say they expect to see anywhere from 10 to 20 extra patients this weekend due to Lollapalooza. Some may come in for drug overdoses, including fentanyl, which one company is trying to change. People heading to Lollapalooza today were given these neon packages. Inside these sticks, the size of a thumb drive, have the power to detect the smallest grain of fentanyl almost instantly. Nico Mastioni says it came in handy when he went to a Central Illinois music festival this year.
And somebody was like, hey, like I came across this. It's Defend. It's a fentanyl testing kit. Like, better safe than sorry, right?
Unlike Narcan, which may help if someone does overdose, Defend prevents that from happening.
Unfortunately, I've lost both family, friends from fentanyl poisoning.
Ahmad Hussein is president and CEO of Defend. He says it took 3 years to create with 57 prototypes, and they just launched in December. It's all to meet drug users where they are at.
You're not going to stop drugs coming into the country. They've never done that.
Defend says while people might think this can be used only for illicit or party drugs, it can also be used for counterfeit drugs or drugs that appear to come from a pharmacy. In the Loop, Marissa Sulik, CBS News, Chicago. People going to love.
Yeah, I mean, I know Israel better than most people. I frequently visited there. I had many friends there. I lived in an apartment on Shankin Street near to Dizengoff Square in Tel Aviv. I knew many real heroes, refuseniks who refused to join the Israeli army, refused to invade Lebanon, refused to serve in the occupied territories, and so on. Yesh Gvul was the name of the organization with which I was associated, and so I know a lot about Israeli society. And one of the first things that I learned was the absolute domination of racist ideas in Israeli society. Not just racism against black people, whom their rabbis have, you've got them on the internet everywhere, calling black people monkeys and talking in the most...
But they the ones that act the most barbaric. And when you shave a monkey down, they're pink. Just like these motherfuckers that's on the screen. Well, I don't know about the one that's at the top. She may or may not be an Edomite. I don't know. But if she is, she is. But come on, bro. You motherfuckers is dirty and disgusting, man. White people is just dirty. And y'all call us these things, man. This shit has to stop. You know? Psalms 2, man. Why do the heathen rage? You know?
Fantastically derogatory way about black people, but racist against other Jews as you...
They go across the whole fucking planet and do all kinds of pedophilic shit, but then we're the barbarians. How do that even make sense? Why the fuck are y'all painting us some type of way when we don't even do anything? We stay to ourselves. Why the fuck every time when a white person is mad, a so-called rat or fucking Jewish person or a white person in general is mad, why the fuck every time they get salty, they like to blame it on black people? Nigga, that's self-hatred that you have for yourself. Fucking dirty ass bitch.
You just adumbrated. They were convicted, the government of Israel, of forcefully, secretly injecting Ethiopian Jews.
Motherfuckers is stupid. They go around rape, rob, murder, do all this type of pedophilic shit. Take over people's, even take people's names and claim them as themselves. Take people's heritage and claim it as theirs. And then say that they the chosen people. But then look how you run the earth. Fucking wicked, bruh. Everybody can see that you the wicked and you keep on pointing your finger at us and we're not even doing nothing. But fucking, doing a barbecue in the backyard and sipping a twisted tea or something. And when y'all get mad, y'all just so happy, y'all just pull up black people. What the fuck do black people got to do with any of this shit? What the fuck do black people got to do with any of these wars, any of this shit? Nothing. We don't have anything to do with this shit. Stop putting our fucking name in there. So-called black people, that go for the Latinos and Native Americans. Leave us the fuck alone.
With the birth control.
I hate that shit. And people so fucking stupid, they don't even read the Bible just to see where every nation comes from. If you dumbass motherfuckers was to just go ahead and listen, I ain't talking about this, brothers and sisters who might be listening, but if these dumb motherfuckers was to just open up the Bible and just see who comes out of out of Shem, they had noticed that most nations come out of Shem. A lot of nations come out of Shem. Majority of nations come out of Shem. It's not being Semitic. It's not being Semitic, it's Shemitic. It's Shem. And you can't be anti yourself if you are Shemitic. That's like me saying I'm anti-black, and I am black. That don't make no fucking sense. That don't make no sense. Well, I'm not black, I'm brown. But that's like saying I'm anti-Israelite. Or I'm an anti-brown person. What? That don't even make sense. You are brown. Obviously, you're fucking brown. Shit. That shit's stupid, bro. These fucking Esau, Edom, Amalek be coming up with all kinds of shit just to try to back up their shit, bro. Your fucking kingdom is falling, nigga. Give it up already. I'm just gonna put snow. Shit blows me, y'all. I'm sorry. Well, I don't apologize. Fuck that. Shit just makes people mad, bro. Stop fucking lying. Liars, bro. Liars. I hate liars. Just tell the truth, bro. I'm surprised that motherfucking bridge ain't collapsed. That's the Final Destination type shit. That motherfucker would have collapsed.
This man said he was organizing a mob to kill 30,000 black people in Cincinnati. And now the FBI locked him up. This is 30-year-old Scott Michael Hannon. The FBI locked his ass up with the quickness. This man hopped online and made one of the wildest threats I ever seen. Ever. This man real live went online and posted that he was finna unalive 30,000 black people in Cincinnati. He was talking about the city needed some cleansing. And he was calling all of us apes. Nigga, this ain't Gotham City. He wanted it to be like that, though. So y'all remember?
See, there we go with them apes. But look at this motherfucker. Look how he look. and to fact, to let you know a little bit about this motherfucker, he tried to decapitate somebody last year or some shit. Or made a form on doing it, or trying to do it, or was insist on doing it. Or tried. One of the two. Allegedly. You can look it up for yourself. But then they call us apes. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. If anything, y'all the fucking apes. Y'all the fucking scum. White people is scum. You motherfuckers have no talent. The sun don't like you. You motherfuckers is just mad, bro.
Remember the fight that happened in Cincinnati, right? Some people posted that it was black men just terrorizing white men. It wasn't just one page, it was multiple pages that were saying it was black people just beating on whites. But y'all remember, it all started because that white man a black man in the face. But he didn't see it like that. He was watching all the pages that was saying the black people started it and the black people was just terrorizing shit. So instead of Scott asking questions or finding a reliable source, this man incite a racial violence. And now he's headed for a federal case. And that's not his first rodeo. They said last year Mr. Scott had a knife thinking he was a ninja and tried to decapitate somebody by swinging at their neck. He already tried to get out on bond and he had some people that was going to help him. But the feds was like, nah, you're a menace. You gotta sit in here. He really thought the feds was in Washington. He posted it online like that shit was just gonna be scot-free.
Crazy.
Holy shit, Russia with the win of the year as they are now rolling out their cancer vaccine for free. This is wild news. It doesn't matter if you are pro-Ukrainian or pro-Russia when it comes to this ongoing war. Outside of that, objectively speaking, this is a huge win and development for humanity. Now, this vaccine that's coming out to cure cancer is only available to patients that already have cancer. If you don't have cancer, then supposedly this vaccine is very, very dangerous for you. Now, the numbers that are coming out is that this vaccine supposedly has an 80% success rate in curing patients, and it's being released to the public for free. Say what you want about this ongoing conflict, say what you want about this man. The scientists of Russia are truly trying to change the world for the better.
With that, we give all praise, honor, and glory going to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash. Until next time, Shalom.